do my wash day routine, and I started out with doing a pre-poo treatment. That's why my hair looks like this right now. And if you want to see how I did the pre-poo treatment, I just did a video on it right now. So if you want to see it, you can watch it right now. And I'm gonna be doing my wash day routine. So since I already pre-pooed my hair, I'm just gonna wash it out with shampoo, and I'm not gonna detangle it. I'm just gonna just wash it quickly with shampoo because I'm gonna be washing it again. I mostly want to wash my scalp and a little take out the oil from my pre-poo treatment. So my protein treatment penetrates better in my hair. So I'm not gonna be washing my hair thoroughly for this step because I'm gonna put a protein treatment right after. So I mostly want to do my scalp really well and get some of this oil from the pre-poo treatment out so the protein treatment can get in easier. And I'm not gonna be detangling my hair in this step. I'm just gonna wash my hair like just all in one, and I'm gonna come back when I'm ready to put in my protein treatment. Okay, so I finished washing my hair quickly with shampoo. Like I said before, I didn't do it thoroughly and I didn't detangle because I'm gonna be doing that later on. I just wanted to wash it so just quickly so I can have a good base to do my protein treatment. I tied my hair and my roots with the t-shirt so my protein treatment doesn't drip too much. I'm not gonna section my hair um too much. I'm just gonna do 4 parts. And because my hair is tangled, I'm gonna make sure to be careful to be gentle when I'm parting it so I don't break my hair. Okay, so I'm starting with this bottom half, and I'm gonna be putting in the protein treatment. What can we talk about? I I have been watching a lot of shows lately, and one of my favorite shows that came on when I was younger, and I remembered the some parts of the show, but I don't remember in detail. And I always wanted to find what the show is called because I didn't remember. I just remembered it involved an elephant and there was a princess and a kingdom. And then after one day, a few months ago, I had a light bulb, and or was it in my recommend? No, I had a light bulb and I remembered the title of the show. It was called The Elephant Princess. So then I watched the show, and I watched season 1, and it was a really good season. I was so happy, and I watched all of it, and oh my, it's a good show, and it brought up memories and stuff. And I finished watching it, and it was a really good show. But then after I finished it, and I was so happy, and I was like, this show is so good. And then I watched season 2, and right at the beginning when season 2 started, I was like, where's the other friend, the group member? I don't remember his name, but the group member and some of the main characters that were in season 1, they weren't in season 2, and I was like, why aren't they in season 2? And it made me so sad because it looked like season 2 had completely changed. Like everyone looked different, and I was kind of sad. And Alex had a different haircut, and everyone just looked different, and I was so sad. Like my heart was actually broken. I was like, this season is like it's not as good as season 1, and I just missed season 1, and it didn't do season 1 justice, and I was so sad. So I just didn't watch season 2, and I gave myself like 2 months to get over the feeling of sadness because I was so sad because season 1 was so good, and then after seeing season 2, it just made me sad that it wasn't the same vibe as season 1, and I was just sad. But then after, when I had time to calm down, well, this is the first time that I do this. I always did this protein treatment, but this time, because it's lightweight and I used um more a larger quantity of oil than I usually do, this consistency is really nice. Usually I do a thick protein treatment, but this time it's like you can see that it's more light. But I feel, because of the oils, my hair feels so good, and I feel like when I let it sit, it's gonna feel really good in my hair. I feel like light protein treatments or deep conditioning treatment, um, when it's light, it's easier for it to penetrate your hair, especially if you're leaving on a plastic cap or anything. But back to the Elephant Princess, I was really sad about the season 2. But then after, when a few months passed by, and I think I started watching the Elephant Princess in December. Yeah, in December, and then I finished maybe when it was January or something. And when I when I watched see when it finished and I watched the first episode of season 2, I was so sad. So um I just stopped watching it and just tried to remember the good memories of season 1. And when I saw that a lot of people in the comments also felt the same way, they were like, this season is not as good as season 1 and all that. And I agreed 100%. I was like, yeah, I know, right? But then after a few months passed, and I think I was more accepting of the fact that it was gonna be very different from season 1. So, but I still wanted to watch it. So after a few months, when I had time to cool down, um, I watched season 2, and I was like, okay, okay, okay. And then after, I just started really liking the storyline, and then I just really, really, really loved it. And especially when it got to the middle and the end, it was so intense. I loved that season. So to everyone who looked at the comments from the Elephant Princess season 2, and they were disappointed, I would suggest you wait a few months to calm down, because season 1 was really, really good. So to get over the disappointment, I would suggest you give yourself time to cool down, and a few months if you need it, and then after, you can watch it. And in March is when, I think it was March, when I watched the season 2, and I was so happy. I was like, wow, this season is so good too. So just give yourself time to get over the disappointment, and I think you're gonna really like season 2. And then after watching The Elephant Princess, in my recommendations, it recommended Ocean Girl, and I was like, "Ooh, is this a mermaid show?" Because I like mermaid shows. Um, so I was thinking, is it gonna be like H2O, just add water? Because I had watched it um again like 2 years ago in the summer, and I loved it, because again, I had memories of me watching it when I was younger, but I didn't remember the details. So I just watched it, and I was so happy. It's a really good show. So I thought that Ocean Girl would also be a mermaid show, but I watched it, and at first I was like, oh, this is an old show. Not old, but it's an older show than the shows that I like to watch, because the shows that I like to watch um are mostly shows from the early 2000s. So like 2008 kind of shows, just early 2000s. And that one was made in 1994, or it started in 1993 up until 1997, I think. And I was like, okay, this, I'm not usually used to seeing shows from that time, but I watched it anyways. And the first few episodes were a little bit boring, but I kept watching because it seemed like it was going to be really interesting. And then after season 1, I really, really loved that show. And then after I watched season 2 and 3 are some of my favorites. I also like season 4, but I feel like season 2 and 3 were, I liked the friends that were in that show, and they were helping Neri and Jason and stuff. So I liked the friends part, but season 4, there wasn't a lot of friends helping and stuff. So I liked season 2 and 3 the most, but I liked the way it ended, how season 4 ended. I liked the ending, and it was a really nice show. And now I watch in the so when I watched um H2O Just Add Water, in the comments people would always say talk about Lightning Point. So and after watching Ocean Girl, it was in my recommended. So I watched 2 episodes of Lightning Point, and I'm maybe gonna continue watching for a little bit, but I really loved Ocean Girl. I would like another show that's that same vibe or the same vibe as The Elephant Princess. Oh, and I think last summer I watched um I watched A Girl's World, and it was a really fun show, really interesting. And I just like types of shows like that. They just bring back memories of childhood and stuff. I wonder, do you guys like shows from the early 2000s and like mermaid shows and stuff like that? Because those are some of my favorite shows. This protein treatment is really easy to apply. I just have it in a bowl right now and putting it throughout my hair. And I'm also putting it in the on the scalp. And this protein treatment has a large amount of oil, so it just I feel like it's gonna be absorbed by the hair very well. Exercise to make the blood flow to my scalp more, and for so it just gets like my scalp gets warmer, so all the ingredients go in my hair faster, because I'm doing the Chloe Ting 2-week challenge. I think I'm starting to have gains. So now a little more than an hour passed, and I'm gonna take off this bag. And I'm gonna untwist one because I want to wash my hair when it's in sections. So I'm gonna untwist one so you can see how my hair looks like right now. It feels like stronger than when I started, so that's good. So now I'm gonna wash it out with cold water. It's important that it's cold, not warm, but cold water, because if it's hot to warm, the eggs that are in this protein treatment will cook in your hair, and that wouldn't be fun to take out. So wash it out with cold water. Make sure you take out as much as you can before you shampoo your hair, and then just wash it. I finished taking out the protein treatment in my hair, and I washed it out with shampoo with cold water, and then when everything was rinsed out, I put conditioner and split my hair into 6 sections, and then I detangled my hair. So and then after when I finished detangling it, I put them back in twists, and then after I washed out the deep conditioner section by section, and then I twisted the sections again so it doesn't get tangled again. And now I'm good. But look how clean it is. It's like all the products are out, and it feels very healthy, and I think it looks shiny too. Now I'm gonna put in my what I'm gonna use as a deep conditioner. This is my DIY homemade hair growth oil type thing. I made a video on it if you want to see how I made it. And yeah, this is my DIY homemade hair growth oil, and that's what I'm gonna use as my deep conditioner. I'm gonna start with the back. I'm gonna start with the front section. I'm gonna try to be careful to not tangle my hair because I don't want to detangle it again. So I'm gonna hold it like this so my hair doesn't get tangled, and I'm gonna spray. I'm not gonna put I'm not gonna put it on my scalp because I don't want to have to scrub again with shampoo, because when I do that too much after I have a headache, because already, like you saw, I washed my hair many times throughout this video. So I'm just gonna spray this on my hair, so then after, when I wash it out with shampoo, I only wash out my hair. I don't need to scrub my scalp. And I'm especially gonna do the roots, the ends of my hair. This is how it looks like. And now I'm gonna distribute it to my hair, and then I'm gonna twist this section up again. Ooh, you can compare this one to this one. This has the hair growth treatment in it, and this has no products. I feel like this one looks way shinier and healthier than this one. I finished putting the hair oil, the hair growth formula in my hair. Okay, so I finished washing my hair and I showered, and this is the end of my wash day routine. So after I finished putting the hair growth oil in my hair, I put a plastic bag over my head and let it sit for an hour. And then after, I just did what I did the other times. I rinsed it out with warm to cold water, and my hair felt so soft. It was like it was coated with softness. So then after that, I rinsed it all out and I washed my hair with shampoo. And I also rinsed my scalp a little bit, but I was gentle so I don't have a headache. And I rinsed it with shampoo, and to get the whole smell out of my hair. And yeah, I did it in sections, and I put them back in sections so my hair doesn't tangle up again. And yeah, so if you watch this whole video beginning to end without skipping, wow, I am shook. Thank you. And in the comments, write the elephant princess so I can know that you watched the whole video, and I can give you a shout out in my next video. And yeah, I finished. It was not that long of a process, and today I didn't have a headache like the other times that I wash my hair. Maybe it's because I only detangled once. And yeah, right after this, I'm filming how I twist my hair and what I moisturize with. So if you want to see how I moisturize my hair and style it after washing it, you can watch that video after this one. And don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And when you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can have a notification every time I upload a new video. And thank you for watching. Bye.